Welcome back to Friday night on the terrace. The first thing I have to say is, do we have sound this week? Do we have sound, Javern? Is the sound coming through? I need to know.
Yeah.
If not, I'm going home. I'm going home if there's no sound tonight. We are, but listen, we're going to have a great show for you tonight. Javern is back. Got a man like Daniel over here, ready to play the games with the City, the Arsenal, the Liverpool and the Chelsea fans. And look at the boys we've got in the studio tonight. Look at this, honestly. It's like the X Factor rejects. Look at them here, look at these shirts.
Champions in the building. Champions in the building.
There's champions in the building, no doubt, but there's so much to go through tonight. We're going to run the VT for you in just a moment, but a big story that's broke today. Viva Ronaldo. Cristiano is back at Old Trafford, City in the mud. Javern, run the VT and let everyone know what's coming up tonight on Friday night on the terrace. Let's go.
On Friday night on the terrace, we look ahead to two massive games in the Premier League. Terry talks transfers, including Ronaldo's potential move to a certain blue moon. Will from 343 takes us through his favourite City and Arsenal shirts of all time. And look away, Mikel Arteta, because internet sensation George Watts will be joining us in the studio before going head-to-head with Terry in Tyre Techers. This is Friday night on the terrace, and it's live.
Welcome back, everybody, to Friday night on the terrace. So much to go through tonight. We've got big previews for Liverpool versus Chelsea, Manchester City versus Arsenal. We're going to be talking it wouldn't be the football terrace without clickbait transfers as well. So we're going through all of it. The clickbait king is here, but Ronaldo. I've got to speak about it first of all. It's the biggest news on planet Earth today. CR7 is home. The Paul of Ole Gunnar Solskjaer is there. Glazonomics. What? It's true. It's true. It's true. It's true. What are you saying?
Only got him a bus pass, that's all I'm saying.
Literally, I saw you City fans clucking for him yesterday. Oh, Ronnie. Love you, Ronnie.
He's still my goal. Your coach.
Adam, check with the audience what they think about that transfer, bro.
Let me come to him first. Let me see, please. Talk to us. How do you feel? You're money, bro.
Little thug, you're wearing an Arsenal shirt. I'm in mud, we're champions, though.
Will that happen again?
Not this season. It will happen again now.
Okay.
Well, the Invincible will happen.
Happen again.
You didn't need to take it there. You actually did it. Talk to me, bro. We're winning the Premier League. That's all I got to say. Pray for the rivals, people. I told you lot, champions of Europe. And that's all I got to say, man. Okay? Oh, yeah. Go on. One more from you. Talk to me.
Listen, the big game's tomorrow, yeah? VVD versus Lukaku. Let's have it. Let's have it.
Do you know what I'm loving about all that? Do you know what I'm loving about all that? Is the fact that they're all just ignoring Cristiano Ronaldo like it isn't happening. Do you know what I mean? Oh, no, I'm not scared. I'm not scared. Yeah, exactly. One of them ones there pretending. But listen, it's an amazing transfer. Viewers, we want your thoughts. We want your feelings on it. Get your comments in right now. Man United fans yesterday were, honestly, I've never seen a meltdown like it in my life. He's got to come back. He's got to be, it's terrible. He's ruined his legacy. What's the club doing? And he is now officially a Manchester United player again at 36 years of age. But he is a Manchester United player again. And there's other big transfer news we're going to delve into later on as well. Kylian Mbappe on his way to Real Madrid. And then what broke by Matt Law, one of the most credible journalists out there this afternoon, is that Erling Haaland could be on his way to PSG. Could be on his way to PSG. I mean, that would just break the internet and break the transfer window altogether. We're going to delve into that a little bit later. We've got an amazing guest coming on the show today. George is in the house. George Watts is here. You've all seen his viral videos. You've all seen his viral videos. He loves to rant. He loves to scream. He loves to shout. I still want to know. He doesn't look old enough to drive that car. Like, if I'm honest, I think he borrows his dad's keys. You know what I mean? Goes out and he's in his booster chair and has a rant. But he's on the show a little bit later. But of course, we've got the big previews for this game and this weekend's games coming up. We're going to talk Liverpool versus Chelsea a little bit later on. But first up, we're going to be delving into Arsenal taking on Manchester City. And before we preview it, we're going to have a little bit of fun with Daniel over in the Legends area, where man like Dabs, and I need to pick a gunnar. What gunnar is going to volunteer to play this game? I think
Young Samuel.
young Samuel.
Young Samuel.
Yeah, young Samuel. Young Samuel, there we go. Go for it. Over to the Legends area we go, gentlemen. Over we go. So in case anyone watching doesn't know, this here.
Alright, you already know what it is. It's standing man with a plan, and the plan today is score a pint. Obviously, if you haven't watched last week's show, score a pint at the aim of the game is basically you flip the ball like this. Oh, not like that. Do you know what? Like this. And basically what happens is pint moves closer. As soon as it gets to the end, the other person obviously wins, and then you get to basically down the pint. Understand? Simple. Down the magnum instead. Down the magnum. Right, spread. Alright, have we got a timer?
No timer. First to win. First to win.
Cool. You saw last week, didn't you? Basically,
Audio's not coming through.
Alright, 3, 2, 1, let's go.
Listen to that. His mic isn't working.
It's one more, then it gets to the end. One more.
This guy must be doing this every week.
Hey! All done and dusted. I mean, obviously, I know you're gonna give him the forfeit. You want him to drink the pint, innit? All right, let's let's give him a bit of a boost. He's got to down it all. Hey, brilliant stuff. Great game. We'll see you later on. Back to Terry.
There we go. Thank you very much, gents. Arsenal, I do think that's the only thing they're winning this weekend, if I'm being absolutely honest. But I want to go to some of your comments here because there's so much going on right now. We're taking a look here. City bottling it again. That's kind of true. They do. I mean, they did with this Ronaldo. What I loved about the Ronaldo deal is how it was kind of put out in the way of he's coming, they're going to put the bid in, personal terms are going to be offered really soon, and then out of nowhere they pulled away. And of course it has been revealed by all of Manchester United's trusted journalists, so we definitely trust there's no PR going on here, that as soon as Man United come in, Man City and Pep Guardiola scuttled off into the abyss and didn't want Cristiano Ronaldo anymore. We have a super chat here that says Ronaldo to United. This is from Javier, sorry. He says Ronaldo to United is a great transfer, but the mighty Chelsea are still taking the Prem this year. Big up Terry and the Terrace. For me, I understand that. Man United, I want to ask the crowd this as well. In relation to, and the audience at home as well, in relation to Man United, where do we have to put them now in terms of winning the Premier League, challenging for the title? I want to throw this out there. I want to throw this out there to man like Rack, Liverpool fan Rack, and then go around the house. Where do you think Man United should be tasked with finishing now?
Finish fourth.
I'm not worried. Ronaldo's past it. It's fine. We're fine.
So just one more. Where do Liverpool finish in relation to that?
Champions.
Okay. Wrong and strong, unfortunately.
No way. This is Cristiano Ronaldo. He's got the body of a 20-year-old. He's one of the best athletes you've ever seen. This puts second or first. If they get another player, they can do it. You got no, listen. You got to understand. They've got Rafael Varane as well, Pogba, Sancho, Ronaldo. They've now got someone who can put the ball in the back of the net.
Don't forget Rashi. Anyway,
this ain't cutting any corners, man. Man United should be challenging. They should be winning something. If it's not the Premier League, the Champions League, the FA Cup, the Carabao Cup, these guys should be winning something. There's no more excuses from any Man United fans to say that they can't compete. They should be up there.
Wow. One more. Yeah, go on.
Oh, Ronaldo.
Hold on. First of all, what team is this?
I support Arsenal, but I made my own club. They're called Borussia.
You made your own team.
You what?
Can you see what Arsenal are doing to these fans?
So yeah, Ronaldo, I think this is an awful signing. This is just a nostalgia signing. He's past his best. He's 36 years old. Did you see him at the Euros? I think he's past his best. So this is going to cause more damage. But it's going to cause more damage to United than actually do benefit.
Do you remember when Henry came back to Arsenal? Yeah? Did you just celebrate his goal?
Yeah, too.
Okay, so did that do any damage to Arsenal, or did it help us beat teams? Or
Where did we finish that season? We didn't enough for that season. Henry, he came back just for nostalgia, like Ronaldo's coming back this year. It's not going to do anything for Man United.
I don't believe you, but at least you're keeping it consistent. Anyway, thank you. Terry, we're done.
There we go. Listen, ladies, I know there's an issue with the audio sync. You don't need to all comment. We know. Just focus on what's being said. You can hear it clearly because I've just tested it out. Focus on that. Interact with it and have a little bit of a bubble. We're working on trying to fix that very small technical issue. It shouldn't be the focus of the show. Enjoy spending your whole night watching this saying sync, sync, sync. Honestly, mad. I mean, yeah, we have had a few super chats that come in. We'll delve into them in a minute. But we are going to bring our first guest of the week on this evening. Now, you've all seen George. You've seen him trending across social media. His rants are absolutely legendary. A big round of applause. Jules Watch is in the house, people. Nice to meet you, mate. How you doing? You good?
Yeah, I've been better. You know what I mean?
I mean, life as an Arsenal fan, it isn't...
It's clinical depression. There's nothing more to it. You know what I mean? Lose my head week in, week out, and gets me absolutely nowhere.
Mate, listen, your rants are hilarious. They're legitimately hilarious, especially about pollen. The one about pollen is what got me more than anything else. Absolutely love it. I mean, as a Gunnar now, though, I mean, what's your thoughts on Arteta? Like, Arteta right now...
Arteta, got to go. Bottom line, got to go. He's, listen... The geezer has put cones out for Pep and he's been landed the role. When he started, don't get me wrong, I was like, oh, do you know what? There's something about this geezer. Decent. But he's just gone downhill and downhill and downhill. Listen, Arsenal fans tell me, trust the process, yeah? Unai Emery was in charge for 2 years, yeah? Finished 5th, and I don't know about the first season, but his last season was 5th, right? Arteta's finished 8th in his first season. I let him off halfway through the season. Second season, 8th. We're going backwards as a club. Unai Emery have accolades behind him, Europa Leagues and that. Arteta's been putting out the cones for Pep, but that's good enough for Arsenal fans.
Yeah.
Bad enough.
No, mate, I mean, do you not give him any sympathy, though? Like, the club's being run poorly. Do you not feel like, you know, is it on him? Do you think a better coach would improve your fortunes? Or do you think, actually, with the way you're being run, it's
listen,
on hiding to
the way
nothing?
being run is absolutely awful. Cronky out, Edu out, the lot, yeah? But the fact of the matter is, if you're going to be a puppet for someone, you're a mug. It's as simple as that. You're a mug. You're a mug. And listen, Arsene Wenger, when he was in charge, yeah, towards the end it got sour, yeah? But his name attracted players. You think Arteta could ever do an Ozil deadline day deal? Never. He signed all these players to sign a B team. The only upgrade from last season is Ben White, because we had Odegaard on loan. That's the only upgrade.
Is he though? Is Ben White an upgrade? What you've already got?
To Pablo Mari, I'll tell you something, that's more of an upgrade than I've ever seen.
Yeah, but I'll look at it from a Liverpool perspective. We were linked with Ben White early on in the window, and then we went out and signed Ibrahim Konate for £36 million. I feel Arsenal have got the raw end of the deal. They could have gone out and got a better centre-back for £50 million. English player tax, simple as that.
Listen. When Arsenal went to Brighton with that £50 million briefcase, I expected Basuma to come home, not Ben White. But we got to deal with what we had. He's a great player, on the ball, technically, yeah? But you see, Liverpool, they've got managers like Klopp. His name holds weight. It holds weight. We've got Arteta. It don't hold weight. You can go to these foreign clubs and they go, Konate goes, do you know what, Liverpool, Champions League, Premier League, I'll have some of that, thank you very much. What have we got? Nothing.
Also, Ben White in January.
Say that again?
If Liverpool would have got Ben White in January, they might have won the league.
I agree.
I mean, is Ben White really an upgrade though? Because you saw the week before we got bodied by Tony. And then you swapped out Ben White and you brought in Mari, and Mari got bodied as well. So have you really upgraded? You could argue Arsenal have spent 140 mil, 130 mil, and they haven't improved. Their squad's probably still the same from season 1 to season 2. You had Arsenal fans saying, "Oh, Lampard went 8th. Lampard went 8th. 4th to whatever, the 3rd to 4th, and this, that, and the other, chatting all this nonsense." And then Chelsea were ruthless and got in a good manager. For me, Arteta is the biggest problem at Arsenal because that team is better than Brentford. No. The board, you can have a bad board. Chelsea will run awfully for a bit when we signed Zappacosta and all them, but we had Conte in, and Conte won a league. Conte won a league. Arsenal's no, but Arsenal.
Their director of football is skiing.
No,
Yeah. Listen. Guys. We're not going to turn this into an Arsenal abusive show.
We've got the preview to come later.
Exactly.
We've got the preview to come later on that. Viewers here are agreeing with George in terms of what they're saying there, like just in terms of Arteta being a clown and a puppet. Few people are saying you're a clown, David. Do you know what I mean? Few people are calling you a clown out there today. They're not happy with that at all. Look, it isn't looking particularly good right now. What might be a little bit more fun a bit later on this evening is me and you. Tyre Techers. Do you fancy your chances?
Listen, I fancy my chances than anything, you know what I mean?
Love that, mate.
You didn't see me last week. I was awful, to be honest with you. I know I was up against Marlon Harewood, but I was awful. So if you want to, ladies and gentlemen, if you want to get involved in that a little bit later on, get your comments in now. Who do you think is going to win? If you think me, put in Terry. If you think it's going to be George, write George in the comment section. Yeah, there we go. Listen, mate, it's not about that. It's about the accuracy. Tyre Techers coming up at the end of the show. Any questions you've got for George, our guest tonight, make sure you get them in. Solomon here says, Terry, you've got to win. I hope so. I do hope so. Terry, why can't you just stream and sort out the lag, bruv? What a waste. I mean, mate, I can't do anything sitting here, bruv. Do you know what I mean? Like, my hands are tired, do you know what I mean? I don't know what you expect me to do. I'm just going to sit here and present. What I would say is relax your brains about the problem and just listen to the audio and have a good time and chill. It honestly isn't the end of the world. I promise you that. I'm joined by great people. We're having a bubble. We're having a laugh. Do you know what I mean? That's all I would say to you. That's all I would say to you there, people. We have a super chat here. This is from Manchester City are the best team. I mean, literally his username. Manchester City are the best. It says Man City and Liverpool fighting for the Premier League this season. There we go. He says Chelsea and Man United. He says Chelsea and Man United are fighting for 5th and 6th. 5th and 6th. Yeah, that is good. Thank you very much for the super chat, my friend. I want to ask you, George, how old were you the last time Ronaldo was playing in the Prem?
I believe, what season did he leave? 2008?
9.
I was 9.
Wow. It's a long time. Are you looking forward to...
I still remember that free kick against Almunia. And I'll tell you something, that scarred me for life. Don't.
In fairness, he can't score free kicks anymore. It's gone. And another big question, who do you think is going to take the penalties? Him or Fernandes?
You know what? Listen, Ronaldo holds weight, yeah? And I guarantee you, Ronaldo has said in his contract, me on penalties or it's not happening. So I can see Ronaldo getting the penalties.
Expose this fraud.
What do you reckon? What fraud? Who's a fraud?
Bruno Fernandes, total fraud, bro. Listen, whoa. Ronaldo on penalties, so we can finally expose this fraud. Yeah, I'm here for it, 100%.
Damn.
I mean, you don't think Bruno's a fraud, do you? Really? I need to delve into this. You think Bruno's a fraud?
Look, let's be honest. He's a quality player. Yeah, he brings that X factor to the team. But ultimately, let's be honest. A lot of his goals are penalties. He scored a lot of penalties. That's what How many goals he scored from open play?
3 when they played the other day.
His poor to average performances are masked by penalties. I don't think anybody of sound mind can deny that.
So let me ask you a quick question. I won't say when, if Salah put in a couple of stinky performances but managed to score a couple of goals, what would you be saying?
Which he did. I'd be cheering, but that wouldn't mask his poor performances. But the thing is, Salah, I don't think Salah and Fernandes, or Penandes, or whatever you want to call them, deserve to be in the same conversation. Like, Salah's done it for 4 years in the Premier League.
I'm just asking you a simple question. It's all right.
Let's put some respect on his name. There's levels to this. Mo Salah, Bruno Fernandes. There's levels to this. Mo Salah needs to get his flowers. Harry Kane sensation.
And then Harry Kane.
Harry Kane
best player in the league. Bar De Bruyne.
Harry Kane is the second best player in the league.
What, Ronaldo's just touched down?
You get 23 goals and 13 assists for a mediocre Spurs team. Levels.
Yeah, but is it his fault that Man United gets so many penalties? Because let's be serious, Man United have more penalties than any other team in the league, and he just scores them.
Listen, all I'm saying is, if we had scored some penalties during the Euros, we might have actually won the.
There we go.
Wait. Listen. Listen, I love my guys, but people that are dissing penalty takers and penalties like they don't matter, bruv. Literally, they matter. So all I'm saying is, when you guys get penalty takers that can score how many pens, then chat to me. But until then, Adam, hear that, love that.
That's why when he gets penalties, he scores them.
Cool.
It's that simple. It's not easy to score a penalty.
Fair enough.
There we go. People are talking. Try to get the mic over them as best we can. We have a super chat here. And if you're a Football Terrace alumni member, you'll understand this. It says it's official breaking news. Man United have just signed super chatter Zayn. It says Zayn has left Arsenal Football Club. If you don't watch the Football Terrace, that means nothing to you. Zayn is no longer an Arsenal fan. He has signed. He super chatted in. Said he's signed for Manchester United because of CR7. There we go. Now, Tyre Tech is coming up a little bit later. Before that, though, we've got a VT to run for you. You've got to go check this place out. It's one of the best places to go if you're a football fan, if you're into your social media elements as well. It's Tucker Social. Javern, run that VT for us, please.
Perfect.
Alex, thank you so much for inviting me today. I've got to ask, why do you think this venue is so popular?
Well, it's football for everyone. So most people think about football as something you do with a team, everyone's got to be good at it, but this is a form of football that absolutely anyone can do. So you can play them with your mum, you can play them with your nephew, everyone will have fun, everyone will have a chance of winning. So you don't need to be a footballer, you don't even need to like football. And we've got a series of interactive and really fun football games. And then whilst you're doing it, you're served absolutely delicious food. And our chef trained at one of the world's best restaurants and he's brought those learnings to here.
Now, Alex, I've seen some people taking part. The balls look smaller, is that right?
Yeah, that is right. So we use a size 2 ball, which is slightly smaller than a full-size ball, because for expert players, it's slightly harder for them to hit accurately. And for beginners, it's lighter, so it's easier for them to get the ball in the air. So it kind of works for everyone. And I think after the couple of years that we've had, it's great to see people having fun and in a safe setting. And we've been so excited to launch at the O2 in London. It's our first ever Toka Social anywhere in the world. And it's just been great to have our doors open and to see people enjoying themselves.
What's the future of Toka Social?
So we're going to be opening more venues around the UK. We want everyone across the country to be able to experience it. We are also looking at some international markets as well. The US is an area where we're looking at, and so ultimately we think this is something that could work all over the world. So this is a really exciting first stepping off point for us here at the O2 in London, and we're just so excited that London could experience this first. Right, Rocket, I think that's enough talking for now. Your box is ready. Let's go see how your skills are.
Savvy.
Right, Rocket, this is your box.
Lovely.
So, should we get cracking?
Let's do it.
So you check in on this terminal here. What difficulties do you reckon you'll be?
Should we start with beginner?
I think you're going to be more like advanced. So if you do your photo here,
Okay.
if you stand here, perfect. So there are 3 difficulties. What difficulty do you reckon you should be?
I'm going to say beginner to start off with now.
And I'm going to go with advanced.
Right, okay.
So you've got striker, where you get points wherever you hit the ball in the goal. And you've got eliminator, where you try to knock your friends out by hitting pictures of their faces. And then you've got atom splitter, where the targets get smaller as you hit them, and you get more points for the smaller the target is. And then finally, you've got the Toka Challenge, which is your ultimate test of your footballing skills.
And how does this work then?
So you basically have to survive for as long as you can. The levels get harder and harder the further in you go. No one has ever completed it, so hopefully you'll be the first one.
Fingers crossed, mate. Right, I'm ready to do it. Come on in, boys. Here we go. Good luck, Alex, mate.
Thank you.
Alex, thank you so much for today, mate. I've absolutely loved it.
Thanks for
It's been
coming.
Brilliant. You schooled me, completely schooled me, mate. You were brilliant. Obviously, you've had a lot of practice.
You have to come back again.
We'll definitely come back again. And to anyone watching who's enjoyed it, make sure you get yourself down to Total Social. It's the place to be. Top man.
Thank you.
That looked like a lot of fun. I want to try that out. But we're here to preview now. Man City versus Arsenal. It is going to be a big game. Of course, we saw young Samuel smash the bottle flipping challenge earlier, but I think it's going to be a much tougher affair tomorrow, for Arteta and his boys. I want to speak to Dabs first of all, from Never a Foul, here with us this evening, big Man City fan. You must be supremely confident tomorrow of not just beating Arsenal, but smashing them.
You know what? I forgot the game was even on against them lot. To be honest, I was more getting carried away about Ronaldo or this or that or how shit our third kit was. Like, I forgot we're playing them. It's like playing Burnley at home.
Like, legitimately, is there any kind of fear? Like, none.
You know what? If it was at their ground, maybe a little. Etihad, none whatsoever. Look, we can't play our B team against them, man. We can play our B team against them and still win 2-3-0. Ferran Torres up top, not a problem. Against them, maybe. Against Arsenal, no problem.
I mean, that is some confident talk there. Viewers, what do you make? Is that too much? Is that too much there from Dabs in relation to City? I want to speak to George first on this. Do you agree with him? Do you think it is that much of a walkover? Ferran Torres playing as, peak Aguero against you?
Listen, I'm not going to lie. I think they'll win. I'll be lying to the camera if I didn't. But what I'm going to say to you is FA Cup. Let's just roll that back a bit and let's see who won that game. Do you know what I mean? Aubameyang, hold on. Yeah, I remember that, exactly. So you can't really say the B team will do it. Do you know what I mean? That's what I'm going to say. But I think they'll nick it. If most, we get a draw. If most. But that's me praying to the gods. Do you know what I mean?
I get that. See, football throws up shock results every single weekend. I'm going to go to this, man. You invented your own team.
Yeah.
I mean,
And he's playing respect to City with the colours. I see.
And I didn't hear you. Is it Borussia what?
Borussia Blues.
Borussia Blues. Yeah, and who plays for you? You got any teammates? Or do you play with yourself?
Me and my mates back in this little small town called Scunthorpe.
I know where Scunthorpe is. Yeah. Ah, nice. Are you confident? Are you confident of beating the Sky Blue of Manchester tomorrow?
We beat West Brom 6-0. One second. We beat West Brom 6-0. Aubameyang scored a hat-trick. He's confident. Man City's back defence. Mendy, I don't know where he's gone now. They've got Zinchenko. Sorry.
Allegedly.
Kyle Walker, that's the only threat in the back four. But I think we'll win 3-0.
I mean, yeah, cool. 3-0. I don't know what this guy's on. I don't know what he's on. 3-0. Can you see that happening at all?
Honestly, it's maybe.
3-0.
Yeah, Invincible's about this season, clearly.
Come on, you cannot be serious. Adam Charles, come here, come speak to me, my brother. You look disgusted at that prediction. 3-0.
I want to back it, but bro, 3-0. That's crazy talk. I won't lie. I don't think it's gonna be as bad. That's even cap. I want to say, bro, that distribution I saw. Anyway, I don't want to talk about it. Listen. It's likely we'll lose. I'd love to say that Arteta's got some insight. It's going to help him to beat Pep, all that type of jazz. But really and truly, it's not going to make that much of a difference. Like George said, most I think we can hope for is a draw. But you never know. Football's a crazy game. We might be able to nick a win, hold on to it. Stranger things have happened. Like.
Going to be lucky to make it out of his job. Yeah. You talk about the result. Pep gets Arteta sacked tomorrow. 100%. 100%. He gets him sacked.
That is a big. I mean, would you take George a proper beatdown to get the manager sacked?
Listen, I said against Chelsea, I'd rather us lose 6-0 than it plaster over the cracks and get a result. We lost, but it weren't a big enough beating. Listen, Arteta gets sacked tomorrow. I'll say thank you, Jesus, Antonio Conte in before the end of the month. Lautaro Martinez. Oh, Conte, you got me a lot of success. I'm on my way. Bosh, I'm telling you, it's the way forward.
But Lautaro Martinez and Conte by Tuesday. by Tuesday is what George is predicting there. I want to speak to some rivals about this game. I'm going to come to young Samuel. Looks very eager to speak. He looks he's out of his mum's bedroom. He's in the studio. You're right. Didn't have a shave, no? No, it's growing it. When it first grows, you don't want to shave it off, do you, in case they don't come back? we've all been there, mate.
Got some oil for you, don't worry.
Wow. Jem. What is this? Friday night on the terrace just heated up a little bit. Come here, Jem. Come speak to me. First of all, congratulations on getting married.
Thank you. I signed my life away. You know what I mean?
I know, proper. I know, mate. Total agreement done. Here we go. It's all finished over the line. I'm liking this top as well. That is very nice. A little bit. It's a little bit. What do you think, Jem? Where's your we know City are the favourites, but can you see an upset happening tomorrow?
Let me think about this one. No. Honestly, no. At the end of the day, look, Arsenal are done. I'm sorry, they're done. And when they come up against a team like Man City, they ain't got no chance. There's too much quality there. Yeah, exactly. They're in the mud. Arteta's already in the mud. I'm surprised he's still there anyway, but you know, it is what it is. Arsenal do some weird things these days. But listen, Man City will win this 3-4-0. Even without Diaz, did you say? No Diaz playing?
Diaz is playing.
Diaz.
He's just saying that Walker is our biggest defensive threat.
No, with Diaz and Walker, whoever, it doesn't matter who you line up against these lot. At the Etihad, I'm expecting 3-4-0 comfortably.
If we win, surely there's got to be some kind of forfeit for all this talk. Yeah? But if we lose, then nothing happens to me.
Hang on, so okay, well let's make the bet then. Let's make the bet now live on the terrace. Let's make the bet live on the terrace. Who wants to throw down the first?
I'll do something.
Yeah, but what though?
If we lose 3-0, I'll shave my hair bald. I'll go completely bald if we lose 3-0.
Wait.
I promise you.
3 or more though. 3 or more. Like if you lose
And
5-0,
if we win,
3 or over.
if we win 2-0, I want to see you on camera shaving your hair bald.
No. It's bald anyway.
If we lose by 2 goals or more, £100 yours.
I like this.
It should be if we win. Listen to the confidence, bro. He said he can play his B team. It's if we win. He should.
So what do you want?
1-0. £100 to my bro.
Right. 1-0. You boys win by 1 goal. You boys win. £100.
So let's just bring this down so we know here. Look at this. Hands shaking of the hands here. So if Arsenal win, this young man gets £100 donated. I mean, you've got to sort the hair out anyway, bruv. Like, I'll be honest with you, mate. I know my hair's falling out, but who cut your hair? The council. Jesus Christ, I don't know what's going on there. I have no idea what's going on there. You've got to get that sorted. £100, sort it out, mate. Honestly. But if it goes the other way, £100 goes in. If not, then you're shaving off that Barnett. Yes? Yeah. All right, that's been confirmed live on the terrace. Young Samuel, I want you to come in here. You're always positive about Arsenal. You're always positive, right? Tell me how you're feeling about tomorrow's game.
We're finished. I said the game's over already, bro. The game's over. Listen, Arteta eating in the mud. Arteta is a rotten corpse. That's what he is right now. Listen, by October he should not be here for a serious club. Adieu, Arteta. Listen, this is the biggest window in footballing history. And we brought in Ramsdale and Ben White. It's a joke. As for Antonio Conte is right there, as he said earlier. Antonio Conte, one of the top 5 managers in the world, he's right there. And we're not doing anything. Listen, I hope we get pammed. I want, for the best of our club, we should get pammed tomorrow and bring Antonio Conte.
I need to speak to the Chelsea fans about this and viewers at home. Do you actually think Arsenal Football Club can attract Antonio Conte? David, give me...
Even if they attract Conte, why are they acting like Conte won't leave within a week? He's going to look at their club and be like, why am I here? I don't need the stress. I've won a Scudetto. I've won a Prem. Why am I here? What am I doing? Aubameyang is dead, and he's going off Juve anyway. He's going to what? He's going to go from Lukaku to Lacazette. Come on. This is a joke. It's a joke. Lokonga's your best player. He's meant to be on bench. He's meant to be on bench. You're saying Smith Rowe's having a good season, attacking midfielder. He's got no assists. How? Please explain. I'm so confused by Arsenal fans. You're like the opposite of United fans. You're bad, but you say you're good. United are good and they say they're bad. You're so confusing. You're so confusing. Honestly, it's so confusing. And you brought in Ben White. You brought like Xhaka. It's clear what you need to do. Go free at the back. Go conservative because you've got players that can do that. But instead, Arteta's like, nah, let's do 4-3-3. I'm going to be Pep. You're not Pep. Get this out of your head. You're not Pep. You're not good enough. B-Tech, that's a disrespect to B-Techs. Don't do that. That's rude. It's not a qualification. It is not Arteta's not a qualification compared to Pep. It's disrespectful.
Forklift license.
Not even pen license. Honestly, pen license.
Getting absolutely sliced up there. I want to speak to Daniel about this Antonio Conte. We're going to stroll over here and have a chat with Daniel here. I'm going to stay on this mic because this mic seems to have better sound than all the others, to be fair. I'm not turning around though. Just see my bald patch, and I don't show that off on TV very often. What do you think's going to happen with Antonio Conte? Do you see it happening? Do you see Arsenal attracting that kind of caliber?
They can get him. Like, if we can't forget that Tottenham obviously almost got Antonio Conte. They almost got him, but obviously considering the circumstances around it, finances, the squad that he had available to him, the kind of team he could bring to the club, obviously that held him back, and obviously he had reservations, so he didn't want to go there. I think the same thing will happen with Arsenal. Like, Conte's someone who expects so much. He wants to bring in his whole team. He wants to bring in so many things into the club, and will Arsenal give him that like free reign to do that? I don't think so. So I don't think it's realistic to get Conte. I think Eddie Howe is more of a better shout for a team like Arsenal. If we're being honest, that's.
I hear you, Daniel. They're not happy over there. Viewers, what do you think? Who should be Arsenal's next manager if Antonio Conte isn't available and Mikel Arteta is sacked? Now, we're going to do score predictions ahead of this game. We're going to run a brilliant VT for you soon as well. Still to come later on tonight, we're going to be going through the Liverpool-Chelsea preview. That is going to be fire because both teams can win. Both teams can win. We've got an amazing challenge coming up very soon as well. If you like hot sauce, make sure you're tuning in. But score predictions. I'm going to go to the Gooners first of all. I'm going to go to my guy Barnett over here, right? Listen, what is the score going to be tomorrow? I know you already predicted already, but say it again in case anyone at the back wasn't listening.
3-0. I just want to say something quick. The disrespect Arteta is getting is crazy. Klopp called him a generational manager. Pep Guardiola called him a generational manager. Watch him in the next 2 years winning the title. What?
You don't believe that? Man's trying to go viral tonight.
You were here for the followers.
Clap.
It's trying to be edgy. You were here for the subs.
I've got 83,000 followers. I don't need more followers.
Wow.
That is a sick top.
I know. 83,000. Get out. I don't want it. You're too big. No, I'm joking, brother. That's quality, mate. That's quality. Adam, I mean, you don't share that confident score prediction, please, brother.
2-1 Man City, man.
Short and sweet and to the point.
I'm going to give you a realistic and a hopeful. Right? Realistic, 4-1 City. Hopeful, 2-2.
2-2. And young Samuel, what are you saying, bro?
Pep's going to take it easy on his little boy Arteta, so 2-0 City.
2-0 City. And we're going to go to Dabs here, Man City fan. What's that? Daps. Sorry. Daps. Apologies. What is it?
I just want top 4 football. No, I'm joking. That's what I always say. I think 3-1 City, if I'm being completely real. 3-1 City.
As 3-1 to City. Get your predictions in the live chat section right about now. We've got a brilliant VT coming up now. If you like your football kits, check this out. It's Will from 343. Javern, run that VT, bro.
Terry, 2 brilliant games this weekend. Liverpool, Chelsea, Man City, Arsenal. But I've gone with City, Arsenal. Why? Because I'm a gunnar, but also because of the kits. And I've picked out my favourite kits for you. Here is Man City's kit. Now, City fans might not be happy about this kit because they got relegated this season. And it also reminds them of when they used to be a small club that no one really liked. But I like it because of the sponsor brother and because of King Clatsy. If you remember him, he was like the Lionel Messi of Georgia. Some things I like about this kit. Firstly, OG badge. I'm a big fan of OG badges. I don't like a lot of the modern badges. Why? I'm a vintage man. I also like the collar. It's that famous mid-90s Kappa template we see on all the best kits, Barcelona, Juventus, etc. And like all my collars, it can go up. For me, that's important. Fun fact, if you want to know if your shirt's fake, this little triangle in here has 6 dots. If dots are wonky, it's fake. If they're in line, it's real. Top tip. As you might know, I'm a big gunnar, and I've picked out my favourite Arsenal kit, which you probably wouldn't expect. I bet you'd say bruised banana, but no. I've gone 1999-2000 Dreamcast. There's a big reason why I like this, because I loved Sega Dreamcast. They only sponsored Arsenal for 1 season, but I was lucky enough to get this man on the back. Now, not many people know, but he's actually the only man from Sweden who dyed his hair red ever in the Premier League. You heard it here first. Ooh. Another reason why I picked out this shirt is you might notice that this season's Arsenal kit has a lot more white down the side than usual. A little bit Ajax, some people say. But if you remember this kit, it's very similar. So how much do these vintage shirts cost, I hear you say? Well, because this one's Kappa, it's actually 200 quid. Relegation season. Arsenal, it's a little bit cheaper. I'm not sure about that myself. 175 a steal. But to me, they're priceless. Because I love football shirts.
Thank you, Will, and to our friends over at Classic Football Shirts for providing them for us. I do love a classic football shirt. Football clash. And this weekend, it's Liverpool versus Chelsea. Title contenders aplenty. And there's so much riding on this game. Chelsea last season under Tuchel started to get the better of a depleted Liverpool. Liverpool have all their players back from injury. They haven't really signed anybody, but they are very, very confident when you speak to them. They think they're going to win the league. They think they've got the best team and the best squad. And it's the real first acid test of the title challenges this week. I'm joined by some quality people here to preview this game. We want your thoughts and your feelings. But we'll go to the Chelsea boys first. We're going to go to the champions of Europe first. Their team decorated yesterday with royalties and awards by UEFA, the likes of J5 and Kante, the manager. They absolutely smashed it at the back end under Tuchel. That all being said, David, how confident are you of going to Anfield? Is it at Anfield? Yes, it is. At Anfield this weekend.
I think we're going to win. I genuinely think we're going to win. I think it's going to be 2-1. It's going to be close. I'm not getting twisted. We're not going to smash them. But I think Tuchel's got the tactical edge on this guy. I really do. I've said it myself. When Tuchel first came in, I said, my German manager. I'm confident by the end of Tuchel's reign, we'll be more successful in England than Klopp. I'm so confident of that. I think Werner comes in instead of Havertz. And I think Werner's going to get in behind. He's really going to cause them problems. And Lukaku, the way he was performing last week, everyone knows I wasn't the biggest Lukaku guy. The way he was performing last week, he comes in and does that this week. I'm going to have to... that's cool, but like... he can still do it. He's been doing it against everyone. How many people predicted he's going to be top goal scorer at Euros? Top goal scorers at Euros. That's cool. He can go up against the best centre-back in Europe. However, you be careful, because if you're saying that and he bodies him, watch out. Because we already know what Van Dijk is. But Lukaku in the Prem is, as I said, he's an unknown. If he comes in and bodies Van Dijk now, it's different. It's different now. And trust me, we're going to win 2-1. We're going to win 2-1. Don't worry. I'm confident.
I know you're confident. You're always confident. I need to speak to Monster. You step aside. Monster's going to be coming in here. What's going on, brother? This is a very special fixture to you when it comes to social media. For me, it's a fixture that made you. Your channel's grown massively in the last year. Well done to you. This is the one for me. How are you feeling ahead of this game at Anfield, brother?
First of all, I would like to say, when you were mentioning the awards, you forgot about,
Mendy, apologies.
Not that bum over at Merseyside Reds anyway. But listen, we should be whooping them. I've already told these lot. They say they got a Rolls Royce of a centre back. It's more like a Fiat 500 version of a centre back. I call him Virgin Van Maguire. He is going to get dealt with. Do you know what I mean? This Lukaku you're getting, it's a completely different guy. It's not the same one you saw, how many years ago was it? 6 years ago? Different guy. I'm tired of these lot complaining, making noise, blah, 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 blah. Listen, it's our time to shine. Champions of Europe. Right now, you see Klopp, after this fixture right here, it's the beginning of the end. In the next year or two, you're going to be seeing him. I don't know whether he's going to go coach Germany or he's going to go Bayern or wherever he goes. This is the beginning of the end for Jurgen Klopp. I'm confident in my team. We're winning this game. I confidently going to say 2-0 minimum, maybe 3, maybe 4, maybe 4. But they're going to get exposed, and I have no doubt in my mind about it. No doubt.
Monster, supremely confident. I need to now give the Liverpool fans their right of reply. I'm gonna Rack's been on the terrace a long time. We just had to sit. You're a lot taller than I thought you'd be. I knew Monster was tall, right? Because he spoke. You're a lot taller than I thought you were gonna be.
Good jeans, man. Good jeans.
There we go. They're shorts. Hey, bad joke. What do you make of what these Chelsea boys are very, very confident? What's your response to that, mate?
I get it. They won the Champions League, and since then they've been gassed. But let's get it straight, right? Chelsea, if we play We have the best starting 11 in the league. And if we play to our potential, we'll wipe the floor with them. Like, honestly, Klopp, anyone who thinks Klopp's finished needs to go and sort their lives out. Because honestly, we are by far the better team. And I think we're going to prove it tomorrow. People are sleeping on Liverpool. We'll prove it tomorrow.
A lot of people have been sleeping on Liverpool all summer. No transfers coming in. Man United, of course, bringing CR7 in. Chelsea doing absolute madnesses as well. How about yourself? Are you as confident as Rack that you'll be able to get the job done against Chelsea tomorrow?
They ain't scoring a goal. They're not scoring. How many Chelsea players realistically get into the Liverpool 11? 2? 3? Who? Kante, Lukaku? Other than that, I wouldn't take any of them.
What is? Listen, these guys. Do you know what? I've had enough of this absolute cap. Thiago is one of the best midfielders in world football at doing what he does. Yeah, he comes into Liverpool in an injury-hit season, COVID. He caught COVID himself. It's been a stop-start season for him. You would have expected him to do better. I'm not going to sit here and turn around that you wouldn't, but you can only judge him by his own lofty standards. Simple as that. Thiago is one of the best midfielders in world football at doing what he does. Now, I'm not going to sit here and gas and say that we're going to annihilate you and obliterate you, because I don't think it's possible, because Chelsea have got one of the best squads and have assembled one of the best squads in the Premier League. But let's have it as it is, yeah? You are coming to Anfield with the 12th man. Many teams have come to Anfield and faltered, Barcelona being one of them, Borussia Dortmund being another. Many big teams have come to us and got absolutely annihilated. What makes you think that Chelsea Football Club is any different to a dominant Barcelona who had Messi and Suarez, arguably the best front two players in world football, and they got bodied? What makes you think that Lukaku is going to come and turn up and do anything that Messi couldn't do, or do anything that Suarez couldn't do? You lot are taking complete cap and you are smoking. We have got the best defender in world football. 80% fit Van Dijk, bodies Lukaku. 100%.
I'm not going to give Chelsea any credit until they do. If they beat us tomorrow, 100%. I'll give them credit. But I'm not going to give it to them for free. Yeah. They need to come to Liverpool and show whether they're even contenders.
Yeah, you have to.
Monster, what's your response to that, bro?
They keep talking about this best defense in the world and best this and best that. During their, so-called title run or whatever the hell that was, Christian Pulisic came there and ran through their whole defense like man them run through gal on ends. He still ran. He still ran through biscuit hamstrings. He still ran through biscuit hamstrings. Wait. We lost. I'm not gonna lie, we lost by 1 goal. Or was it 2 goals? All right, by 2 goals. We lost.
Thank you.
But hold on, I'm not done. Wait.
Hang on, guys, let Monster finish, please.
We have the best squad in the Premier League, and I think we have the best squad by far. You guys say you have the best defense. That's cap. Chelsea had the best defense in Europe. Second best defense in the Premier League, but overall had the best defense in Europe. We set the record for the least goals conceded in a Champions League ever of all time. Also, we had the most clean sheets in Europe as well. We are literally the best team in Europe right now. Yeah, we are the guys at the top. You have to prove yourself to us. You got to prove to us that you're back or you're this or you're that. We are on top. We're the best team in Europe. It's as simple as that. Thiago, you say Thiago this, Thiago that. He has made 0 impact in the Prem. No, he has made 0 impact in the Premier League.
When we played you, can you just refresh how many passes he completed in that game? How many passes did he complete in the game? When we played you, he dominated your midfield. He made you guys look like you didn't have a clue. He came on in the second half and completed more passes in one half of football than every single one of your midfielders. Put some respect on his name. You guys are newcomers on the block. It's master versus apprentice. Klopp versus Tuchel. Tuchel has got it all to prove. Yeah, and I agree. He's a top draw manager. I can't sit here and say he's not. I have a lot of respect for Thomas Tuchel. I like the way he plays the football. I like the way he sets your team up. He's come in and galvanised Chelsea. But it is master versus apprentice. He's got to come to Anfield and prove what he can do. And if he does, I take my hat off to you, fair play. But you are coming to a team which has got a super strong fan base that is going to be loud in there. It's going to be an atmosphere. It's going to be intimidating. I hope that you make it out. Simple as that.
We're going to speak to Chelsea fans. I want to get some rival perspective on this. I want to speak to a Tottenham fan here. I want to speak to my guy. Come forward, mate. When you're listening to both these sets of fans go at each other, where do you see it going tomorrow? Do you think Chelsea are right to be this confident, or do you think Anfield in front of 60,000 fans is just going to be too much for them?
I think it's going to be a draw. I think it's going to be a stalemate, 0-0, 1-1. Van Dijk and Lukaku's a match up in the midfield. Chelsea dominate. I'm not going to lie, and that's coming from a Spurs fan. We've got a two-man team. Do you know what I mean? It's Kane and Son, but Van Dijk ain't fit. I don't even think he's 80% fit. Can Lukaku do it in the bigger game? Yeah, you can do it against no offence, your team, but I think it's going to be a draw. I think the Man City game will be game of the day, and this is going to be a bit of a stalemate. I could be wrong. However, if Liverpool play the counter and you've got Mane and Salah, it could be curtains. It could open you up like a stab wound, mate, and you're sitting there bleeding out.
What suits us, I think, is that it's the third game of the season. You know, if we're playing them in February, December, fixtures, R11, start to get some injuries, we could be in trouble. But we're at full strength. Robertson should be back. Henderson's back in the team. Van Dijk's third game back. I think we're going to be strong. I think we're going to win 1-0.
There we go. Jem's here with us. Of course, newly married Gem boy. You look at this. Just look at this. He looks frustrated there.
I'm fed up of this dinosaur team behind you, bruv. Yeah, average age of 28. What? All your best players are like nearly 30, bruv. Do you know what I mean? Like, look. You have to do two things when you come to playing against Liverpool. We already know Klopp's naive. He is naive. He only likes playing in one system and one style of football, which, let's be serious, most teams in the Premier League know how to play up against now, right? You man-mark Salah out of the game, you've done half a job, and you stop Jota from getting the ball in the box. Providing you stop them two things, we've done it for me. And you lot don't even know how we're going to set up. We don't even know how we're going to set up. It could be Werner, it could be Havertz, it could be Ziyech, it could be whoever. Lukaku's going to lead the line, but who's going to play behind him, we don't know. At the end of the day, Tuchel he's got the gift of the gap at the moment, and we come there with a lot of confidence, and at the end of the day, I think we will bury you guys 2-0. So
very, very interesting. But David, you wanted to get involved when I talk about Thiago.
Like, he's talking about Thiago. I mean, I said last year when he first signed, I said he was going to have a very poor season. And everyone laughed at me. You don't know what you're talking about. I know what I'm talking about when it comes to Thiago. I just don't think he's the guy you all think he is. You all thought he was going to come in and, whip up league and split defence. That's not what he does. It's not what he's doing. Especially in Liverpool, who, like, their midfielders do nothing. I've been saying it for years. Wijnaldum was so overrated. This guy was called world class. Didn't get a Premier League assist in 2 seasons. Dead baller. You should be happy he's gone PSG. Be quiet, please. Respectfully, be quiet. But no, I'm talking, respectfully. Thiago is dead. You're talking about, he broke this record of passing. Christensen had the record before. We had 10 men. Relax. Every single thing about you guys is you like literally. You had one bad season and you came third, and you're all there like, we wasn't even that bad. We came third. But then you're talking around every time someone says that you might have a slight issue here or there. All of you get so butthurt. Like, honestly, grow up. All of you Liverpool fans are such children. It's like...
And can I quickly just say, they seem to forget what we did to them at Anfield. I know they're going to bring up injuries, but we saw what Mason Mount did to Fabinho. We saw how Mason Mount tortured that overrated right back at the back. We already know how you lot are going to play. Cross and inshallah. That's all it's going to be. Spamming about 50 to 100 crosses. Listen, we got the aerial presence anyway. Those midgets you got up front, they'll be dealt with. I ain't worried about them. Like, this is easy work. It's light work, innit? I'll come back to it. It's easy.
Thiago, this shows how much you guys know about Liverpool. Thiago was our best player in the last 10 games of last season. We won 8 out of 10 games. You have no idea what you're talking about when it comes to Liverpool. Thiago was dominated our midfield last season. He was brilliant in the last 10 games, and we won 8 out of 10 games. We'll see tomorrow. I don't even think Thiago's going to play. I think it's going to be Keita and Fabinho and Hendo. But Thiago, don't sleep on Thiago, man. He's going to be pivotal this season.
There we go. Viewers, what do you think? What do you feel? We're going to do score predictions in a minute, but we've got an amazing game. I want to show you this game, and we'll have a chat with Daniel as well over here. Come follow this. This is coming up very, very soon. We're going to be setting up here Chelsea fan versus a Liverpool fan, and they're going to be having a go of who's got the sauce. Who's got the sauce is a brand new game. Daniel's hosting it. Let everyone know what it's about, Dan.
Basically, Who's Got the Sauce is a game where two rival fans go up against each other answering questions. So, for example, if I was to ask a Liverpool fan, or if I was to ask a Chelsea fan, who was Chelsea's top goal scorer last season, and they were to say, in the Premier League, Tammy Abraham, that's obviously wrong. It was Jorginho. So then the rival team would ask them and make them take a shot of our mystery sauces. That's the aim of the game. Who's got the sauce? Very simple game. Should be fun. Let's go.
Yeah, absolutely. So we've got to pick who's playing it. David's already volunteered. He's very, very confident. We need one of the Liverpool fans to volunteer. Who has got the best knowledge about their club? Look at him. Look at him over here. It's hot sauce. It's not alcoholic. It's hot sauce. There we go. Let everyone know who you are. Let everyone know who you are.
Southern Scouser, SS.
Southern Scouser, there he is. We're going to go over there and do that in just a moment. Before we do that, we're going to do the score predictions before that. We're going to do the score predictions here. Rack, I'm coming to you first on this. What's the score going to be tomorrow?
2-0, easy.
Liverpool?
Liverpool, of course.
Just what I had to check. I had to check there. Thiago?
I'm going to go conservative because I do think that Chelsea will score. I don't think we're going to stop them from scoring, but I think we'll score as well. So I want to go 1-0 because I do think it's going to be a stalemate. It's going to be a game of tactics. It's going to be a total game of tactics.
There we go. I know you've already done your prediction, but remind everyone what you said.
I'm going to go 2-0, and I'm going to say the reign of Van Dijk's dominance ends tomorrow as the best centre-back in the world. It completely ends tomorrow. That myth, and the 12-man myth, is over tomorrow.
There we go. Big words there. Jem, your score prediction?
Yeah, 2-0 straight up. We're not conceding. We're beating them comfortably. 2-0.
There we go. Viewers, I want to know what you're thinking and what you're feeling. We've got Who's Got the Sauce coming up very soon for you. I want your score predictions in. After that, it's going to be Tyre Techers, me versus Georgie boy, to see who wins this week. Remember, you can, if you guess the winner right, if you super chat in and guess the winner right, you will win a signed picture of the mural, of course, of the three lions over there. We'll get that signed and sent out to you. If you get your super chats in and guess right, we'll pick one lucky winner. But we're now going to take a stroll over to the Legends area to see if David can beat SS at Who's Got the Sauce. Let's stroll over here, people. Let's come make a bit of noise. It's a quiz question as well. So they're going to come over here and do it. I'm going to hand this over to a man like Daniel. I'm going to hand it over to him and take it away.
Cheers. Who's got the sauce? All right, we'll go straight into it, of course. I'll come to SS first of all, since Liverpool are at home. Would you like to start first, or would you like to give it to David? You want to go first, yeah? Cool. Question number 1. Quiet in the audience, please. When was Liverpool FC founded? Brilliant way to start things off. Cool. David. What position did Chelsea finish in the first Premier League season?
7th.
Wasn't 7th. Does anyone in the audience know?
30.
Nope.
70.
Nope.
8.
Nope. It's 11th. It's 11th. You get to pick the hot sauce.
So which ones? How do I choose?
To be fair, I actually don't know the flavour, so you just get to pick whichever one you want him to take.
The darkest one will be the hottest.
Cool.
Oh my God.
Down it. Let's go. Cool. Second question. When did Liverpool win their first FA Cup? What year?
No options. Jesus Christ. God. 74.
That 19.
Yeah. Instead of 20.
Nope. Not 74. Does anyone in the audience know? Nope. 65. 1965. Cole, pick one for him. Let's go. Oh, great stuff. Back to Chelsea. Cole, who is Chelsea's all-time leading goal scorer with 200? Oh, wait, one sec. Chelsea's all-time leading goal scorer has 211 goals. Who is second on that list?
Bobby Tamling.
Well done. Cool. Back to Liverpool. Who scored Liverpool's only goal in the 1978 European Cup final?
Kennedy.
Yeah. Who's? Clarify. First name, surname.
Alan Kennedy.
No. Does anyone know? No.
That's Kennedy something.
Yes. Kenny Dalglish. Cool. You get to pick a hot sauce for him. No. You got one. How does that taste?
Rank.
I'm sorry, I'm confiscating it. Nah. I ain't having it. Nah, I ain't having it. Oh, should we let him have his drink? No, look, if he's got to have it if he's having it.
It's still burning my throat.
Cool. We'll come back to Chelsea. This is a great question. What year did John Terry make his debut? 2001. No, wrong. Does anyone in the audience know? 1998. You get to pick a shot for him? Down it. Hey, let's go. Cool, we'll speed this up a bit. Who did Liverpool beat in the 1984 European Cup final?
My homework, shouldn't I? Madrid.
No. Does anyone know? Roma, for sure. David, next one. Pick him a shot. Yep, go ahead. Yep. Next question. What Chelsea player became the first player to score 4 goals in a Premier League game?
I'm so screwed with these questions. Oh my God. Right, let me think. I have no knowledge. Let me think back. Okay.
5.
I'm vibing.
3.
Bonnet, Didier Drogba.
Oh no. Gianluca Vialli. Cool. Pick a shot for him.
Exactly. Give me a question.
Let's go. Down that now. Brilliant stuff. Cool. Back to Liverpool. True or false? Steven Gerrard played more times for Liverpool than Jamie Carragher. False. Great answer. Back to David. True or false?
Oh my God.
Frank Lampard played more times for Chelsea than John Terry.
False.
It's false.
Yeah.
Well done.
There we go. Who won the quiz?
It's 1-1 still. Oh, 2-1. It's 2-1. But one more question for David. So yeah. We'll go back to Liverpool. Which road runs behind the Kop stand at Anfield?
Anfield Road.
No. So which road runs behind the Kop stand at Anfield?
God. I don't check the name of the roads. Do you know that one? Yeah.
It's Walton Breck Road. Last question to make it 2-2, David. If you can. How many FA Cup medals did Ashley Cole win for Chelsea and Arsenal? All together.
Chelsea and Arsenal. 5.
No, 7. We got our winner, SS. Back to Terry.
There we go. Back over here now. It's time for Tyre Techers. Myself versus Jules. We're getting ready to go right now. Jules, you want to go first or second?
I'll go second.
You're going to go second, right? I'm going to go first. I'm going to put it down on the floor. We've got young Ethan this week. Young Ethan this week is going to be helping me hold it. So we've got someone to count for. We need to count for a minute here. Ladies and gentlemen. We need to count for a minute here. Who's going to do the counter? Adam? Who's going to win? That's the big question. Who fancies me tonight? Not like that. Winning. Who fancies me? What about Georgie? They don't fancy either of us, mate. We're in bits here. We're absolutely struggling. Right, we're ready to go. I'm going to start this. Count me in. Give me a 3, 2, 1 and we'll go.
3, 2, 1, go.
I'm trying what Harewood did last week, right? Just flicking it. It's really...
Just punt it, Terry.
Oh, no. It's not working. I'm going to go back. I need the balls back. I haven't scored any yet. Oh, no. No. Right. Yay! I need the balls back. Get us the balls back. Right, here we go. Quick. No, too high. Nearly. Spin it. Nearly. Oh, sorry, mate. Sorry. Right, here we go. I've got 2 this week, which is... Oh, sorry. Right, we go.
6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Oh, two. Two's not too bad. Two's not too bad. We'll get the balls back here for George. That's an improvement on last week. We'll get the balls back. I got one last week. It's your goal now.
3, 2, 1, go.
Oh, he forgot it again. Oh, come on. Oh. Keep going, mate. Keep going. Go on, Georgie. Go on, Georgie. Oh. Come on, George. Come on, George. Unlucky. Keep going. Loads of time left. Come on. Oh. If it's a point for in Ethan. Oh, come on. Keep going. Keep going. Keep going. Don't give up. Oh. Oh. No. How long?
9,
8, 7, 6. Oh! It's over, it's over. Right. So, who thinks they could beat the two? Who wants to give it a go? You always big yourself up. Come on, David. Come on, David. Let's give it a go. We'll get you the balls to start with. Don't hit them too hard. Do you know what I mean? There we go. Back a little bit. No, but not beyond there. Not beyond there. There we go, David. Give it a go.
3, 2, 1, go.
Go on. Oh, unlucky.
No tech on the right back for a reason.
Ah, David. Watch my... Oh, there we go, keep going. There's one behind, sorry. Come on, David. Come on, mate. Oh! David, you're getting beat. You're getting beat by an old, bald man. Oh, David. It's not as easy as it looks, is it? No. Oh! Go on. Oh! Oh, calm down. Slow down a bit. Come on, Dave. Oh, David, he's struggling. Oh! Hey! Hey! Man, it's over. Oh! He got it in at the end. Listen, ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much for tuning in to the Football Terrace tonight. Smash that like and that share button, please. Subscribe to the channel. Make sure you get that done. Big games on tomorrow. Remember, we're going live reaction after Man City Arsenal. Live reaction. That live reaction after Liverpool versus Chelsea. And look, I just want to say this before we go tonight. Thank you to everyone who tuned in. I know we had a few technical issues, but thank you to the proper Terrace crew that stuck with us throughout. And welcome home, Ronnie. Smash that like and that share button. Thank you. Good night. God bless. And I'll see you soon.